Hello everybody, happy Tuesday. Today is a special day. We are going to do a collab with Large Family Love. If you guys have been with us for a while, then you know we do a lot of collabs with them. And we have collabed with them for a long time. They do a bunch of what's for dinner videos. They do shopping hauls. Tiffany does family vlogs, and I'm trying to think, lunches. She does lots of the same kind of videos that we do. However, super excited because she has decided to incorporate some of these full day of meals, which is what I do. So we can collab again, which is super fun. So if you have not checked out Tiffany yet, you guys go check them out. They are a large family of 7, super, super sweet. Tell them that Noel sent you, and I promise you, you will love them. And if you are from Tiffany's channel, hello, and thank you so much for stopping by. I am Noel, and we are a large family of 9. My husband Charles and I have 7 children, and then we have a grandson. The oldest of the 7 children does not live with us. Everybody else does, including the grandson. So 9 of us are inside of our household. We are also an autism family. So you definitely do hear about autism. That is just part of our life. Our youngest son is autistic and hyperlexic. So let's go on and start this video. Real quick though too, if you want to hang around to the end of the video, we are on a budget and we are going to do our weekly budget review at the end of this video. I try to incorporate that with our meal prep videos, but our meal prep video is very long, so I did not have room to include the budget. So I'm going on 3 hours of sleep. Sorry guys, my brain is not in full function today, but we will get through this. All right, so here's what I made for Charles and the girls for breakfast and what I packed them for lunch. All right, it is 5:30 in the morning. I have some cookie dough going and Charles's biscuit in the oven. Okay, so here is his biscuit, egg and cheese. I'm gonna wrap that back up real quick so it stays hot. Just got that out of the oven. That is from the meal prep, the homemade biscuits, and the egg and cheese biscuit from last week. Okay, so there's his biscuit. And then he has a sandwich here. This is ham and Swiss and mayonnaise and lettuce. Then some cucumbers, honey roasted peanuts, a little salt packet for his cucumbers. He gets those from work and brings them home when they have like delivery, eat-in events. And then some baked Ripples chips. And his cookies are almost done. Okay, here are his cookies, but I'm gonna pop them in the fridge so that they cool real quick so I am able to pack them in his lunch. Okay, and my sweet little rice bowls. The girls are having yogurt with strawberries on top. This is Brooke and Ash. And then I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of our homemade granola on top that we made on our meal prep day. And let them have their wooden spoon. And that's breakfast for Brooke and Ash. Okay, here is Brooke and Ash's lunch. They pretty much have the exact same thing. So in this container is the leftover corn chowder from the other night. And then I'm gonna go on and do that so it stays warm. This is some of our homemade bread. This is all on our meal prep video, all of that. And then a little container of cheese to go with it. And then in here is her lettuce and her Caesar salad dressing and her little cheese. And all I'll do with that is I just put the lids on and then I stick them inside of this container and put the lid on that, and then it is all just in one container, kind of like a plasticky, so that way it doesn't break, salad jar, if you will. And then chocolate chip cookies. Again, we made those in our meal prep video, the dough. And then her fork and spoon and her water. I gotta get the lid yet. Ash has the same thing, her corn chowder, all of that, and do that real quick. Her cheese to go with it. And then her salad and her salad kit, but she likes croutons, so she also has croutons with hers. And then her chocolate chip cookies. And then I will show you Ronnie's in just a second. Okay, now we move on to Luke and Ronnie. So Ronnie is having a waffle, 2 waffles with butter and syrup. And Luke is having an apple peeled, and then he likes his waffle plain and tore in half. Don't know why, but it's the only way that he will eat it. And Luke's juice today is called Healthy Greens. So his juice has some yellow carrots, spinach, cucumber, celery, kale, romaine, spinach and green bell pepper, pineapple, and green apples. It is a very green juice. And this is Veronica's. This is little teddy bear freezer sandwiches. They are peanut butter and honey, so those will thaw. Our homemade ground witches. Then some water. She has her Caesar salad kit and her cookies, just like the girls. And then she has a Danimal yogurt, is what she requested, her fork. And then in her little tube here, she has her goldfish. These are cute little Mickey Mouse goldfish. And that is everything she is taking. Okay, so Katie and I forgot to film, though, what we ate. I had a bacon, egg, and cheese burrito, breakfast burrito, that I made in the meal prep day. And Katie and Theo had some scrambled eggs. That's what she made for them. And then I will show you guys what we're having for lunch because I am getting hungry. So here is our lunch. For my lunch, I am having the homemade bread and the tuna salad. I know it's a shock. Luke is having pizza.
For lunch, I'm having a peanut butter jelly sandwich made on Mom's homemade bread. And Theo is sharing his G's tuna sandwich with her.
And now is making dinner. I am making some chicken today. Some barbecue chicken in the crock pot. And we do not have any buns, though, to go with the barbecue chicken sandwiches. So we are going to make our own buns from scratch. So let's get started on the chicken and the buns. I'm also going to make later on tonight our bean burgers. So there will be an option of bean burgers or barbecue chicken. Let's go get that started. All right, we're going to start with our warm water and our yeast, and I will have all the measurements listed for you in the description box down below. A half a cup of our flour, and then we're going to mix this, and then this needs to just sit and get nice and bubbly, so we're going to let it sit for 10 to 15 minutes. So while that's going, we're going to start with the chicken. I just have some chicken tenderloin that I put into the crock pot, along with some celery, onion, and carrot that I had chopped up from meal prep day. A little bit of brown sugar, a little bit of bacon that I just had left over from the corn chowder, some barbecue sauce, ketchup, mustard, and molasses. I do not measure any of that. I just eyeball it. Give that a good stir, and I'm going to put that on high for about 5 hours. And now back to the dough. I'm going to add melted butter and an egg. The rest of the flour, but leave 1/2 cup, and you will add little by little of that until the dough is the way you want it. Add your salt and your sugars, and then you're gonna go on and put it on high with the dough hook until it pulls away from the bowl. Then you're gonna roll that into a ball and put a little bit of olive oil on top of it and rub that around real good. You do not want it to stick to your bowl. And then you're going to cover it with a towel and set it aside to rise until double in size. All right, now while all that's going, let's give family updates. I haven't talked to you guys about the family in a few days. So Ashlynn had this mystery thing on the back of her leg, for those of you that are new. And so we had to go get a sonogram done, and I got a call back today from the doctor. And it ended up being a Baker's cyst, which is great news. And they said that it had already burst and was collapsing on itself and draining. And they said that is fabulous because it will just get reabsorbed by the body and it will take care of itself. However, if it continues to grow and the bruising gets worse instead of better, then we need to go get a different kind of imaging done and see the doctor about other options. So fingers crossed, and so far I think it's getting better, so that's all fabulous news. In fact, I haven't even told her yet, and I just got home from picking her up, so I need to tell her. Also, Jake starts his job tomorrow. Super excited. He just got out of school, and he starts his first job. Yay! As a program coder person. I'm so not a computer person. And let's see what else is going on. Kids are almost done with school. We are doing countdown time. Katie has 1 week left. And you have Ash and Ronnie have 2 weeks left. And Brooke has 3 weeks left. But Brooke really is going to end up with 2 weeks, because I think she only goes like 2 days that last week, because she is in 10th grade. So she gets to be exempt from a lot of her finals because of her grades being so good. So that is fabulous. It is countdown to Luke's 7th birthday. That is in a week, pretty much. I believe it's a week from today. And it is the 14th. And Ronnie's frog, you guys, we got stage 2 food in today. So I'm going to have her show you that as soon as she gets home in a few minutes from school. Because its tail is almost gone. It's changed so much just in that couple days. It is so cool to watch this thing transform and grow. Charles is been working in the garden, and he'll do a little bit more of that tonight, so I'll show you guys that. And our baby birds that were in our swing set have hatched. So I'm going to try and get those if the mom, would let me get some footage of the baby birds. And Theo got a baby swing. And I think that's everything. I think that's everything that's happened since I last talked to you on Saturday. And had the family and everything. So now let's go check on the bread. So Ash just got home. Oh, I forgot to tell you. It is a Baker's cyst.
It is?
Yep. And it's already popped.
Oh. Okay.
So here is the snack she is making. She made micro s'more. So she's putting some chocolate chips. She heated some marshmallows in the microwave. And then she's putting a couple chocolate chips on it. How was school?
It was good.
Okay, so we're just going to punch down the dough. And then you're going to roll it into a log and divide it into however many equal pieces you want. I was making 8 buns, so I put it into 8 pieces. And they ended up being a really good size. Roll each one into a ball and kind of tuck it under, and then you want to flatten the top just a little bit. After you do that with all of them, you're going to cover it and let those go rise until they are double in size. Okay, so, we're very crooked. Okay, so those need to double in size again. And as soon as they're doubled, then we're gonna make an egg wash with egg and milk and just brush that on top of it very gently so that we don't flatten them. And sprinkle a little bit of sesame seeds on top and then pop them in the oven, and that's supposed to be it. So, let's see how it turns out. Fingers crossed. Okay, so let's go see the baby birds And Charles is out here working in the garden. And here is Katie and Luke.
Star that ever lived. It can be 25 meters. It can be 25 quadrillion meters, 100 quadrillion meters, or a light year.
It's a light year.
Is it so funny? You're ready?
And Charles is working on the garden area. Baby birds have hatched. Ones that live in our swing set. So super fun this summer. The girls and I want to do a challenge, and excluding the boys, they are not included in this challenge, but the girls have been doing a lot of exercising, and I'll show you that tonight too. They're doing this T25, I think is what the name, I showed you guys the name before. I think that's the name of the workout they're doing. But they also just wanting to get healthier. We all are. So we are going to do a 0 processed food challenge for the summer. So you guys spam me with all your from scratch recipes that you have, because we are going to do it. I know we will, me and the girls, we will do it. I know we will. Ash made color guard. Forgot to include that in our update, which I knew she would. And so that actually will start back up next week. It's crazy. And Charles goes to the doctor tomorrow, to the ENT for his sinus cavities, for those of you following that too. So I'll have an update on that for you guys tomorrow. And yeah, that's it. So let's just go see what everybody's doing. The girls are exercising. They're getting wore out. What are you two working out doing?
I'm working on my eyeballs watching him.
Hey, how old are you gonna be?
I'm just 36, but now I'm gonna be 37, and all be working at Windows in just a week. I can work at Windows.
Because in a week is your birthday.
Yeah, it's gonna be my birthday, and I'll work at Windows when I blow out the candles.
Oh.
Okay, so as you guys just saw, it now has a tiny tail. It's almost gone. It now has its front and back legs. And so we plan on moving it to a bigger tank, and we're gonna get like some other stuff for it before we move it into it. So it's right now in this tank. And then we just got the stage 2 food for it. So that's good for when its tail is gone. And yeah.
And that's it for Jerry. Right, the buns just came out of the oven. I think they look pretty perfect. Okay, so I was gonna make home fries and all of that to go with it, but I'm out of steam, so I'm not gonna do that. Instead, we're gonna have pretzels and veggie sticks that I had ready on meal prep day. Meal prep day definitely comes in handy. All right, so here it is. This is dinner. The black bean burgers, barbecue chicken, pretzels, veggie sticks, and homemade dinner rolls. Okay, and over here for dessert, I have some of the peanut butter cookies that we made, or they can have some of our homemade Cracker Jacks. Okay guys, we're gonna go real quick upstairs and let Charles review the budget with the budget board, and then we are going to wrap up today's vlog. Okay, so here is Charles, but real quick, people said that they couldn't really see the board good, so I want to just kind of get a close-up for you real quick of the board. All right, now I'm going to let him go on and recap last month and go into this month.
All right, so I've already switched the board out for the new month. I did save the numbers from the old one. We were actually about $260 over what I budgeted for the month, which I'm okay with. I mean, we did a huge amount of saving on the grocery side of things. Probably well over $1,000 just in groceries alone last month. So being $260 over what I planned, considering I had $40 for the washing machine repair, just a lot of unexpected things come up. You know, it's a starting point. So for this month's budget, I actually kind of started, for those of you that haven't seen the previous videos, I actually start with taking the income and kind of back out all those things that are fixed. I couldn't change them if I wanted to. The cell phone bills are fixed, the house payment's fixed, the insurance is fixed. So all that stuff comes out, leaves me with an amount that I know that we can kind of play with. And unfortunately, I'm not going to have a lot of that left over this month by the time I get this budgeting done, because Ash's phone pretty much, well, it isn't holding a charge anymore, and she has to have that for all of her after-school activities. So I had to add some extra in this for her. But we are aiming for $800 this month in groceries, and you know, it's a 31-day month, so last month we did really well. We were just right at or just a little over that $800 mark, so I think that's very doable this month. For the special occasion this month, we do have Mother's Day and Luke's birthday, but honestly Luke's birthday won't be that bad because he's going to get so much from other people, and we do things for him all month long. His will be a pretty minor impact.
His is just really making the cake, and Charles has an idea of a homemade gift for him.
Yes,
so.
Yeah, so we do have some basic things for him. I've got some extra in medical this month. I've got bills from last month that have got to get covered. Not a huge amount. In miscellaneous this month, of course, Ash's phone, budgeted $250 really for her phone, and by the time I got her phone in her case, which is a prepaid phone, so it's the full cost of the phone up front, but that was actually $252 instead of the $250 I thought, so I got pretty close when I planned for that. We actually have about $41 left in this miscellaneous budget this month after her phone and her case got figured in. We did go to the movies, which we almost never do, so that was an extra $16 in some miscellaneous stuff that I needed to add on here. And then gas we do pretty well on. Noel will fill up 4 times, or excuse me, she'll fill up 5 times, I'll fill up 4. So I'm planning right about that $3.42 mark for gas. And then the last thing on there will be the maintenance, which I've got $240 for, and that will be for 2 oil changes, and unfortunately rush hour traffic is hard on those brakes, so I got front brakes that'll need to get changed on mine. I'm going to see if I can cut that down. I may actually just go ahead and change oil myself this round instead of taking it in to have it done, and we'll see where that takes us. So $26.73 is what I got planned for. We spent about $600 so far this month. Still have some utilities and things to add in. I haven't paid those yet, so they're coming due from last month for this one. So about $2,000, $2,100 to go. And that's it.
Very good. Okay, everybody, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see all of you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.